Hello everyone! Welcome to this Attendo tutorial. In today's video, we'll be exploring the procurement management functionality. This process deals with all the activities related to the purchase of goods and services from external suppliers. The user can initiate the procurement process by creating a requisition in the requisition window. Remember that this is a type of document that specifies a request to order products. In this window, you'll fill all the required information, starting with the header. Here you'll find a set of fields to complete, such as organization, business partner, requester, etc. For each item needed, add a new line with details like need by date, product, business partner, price list, quantity, net unit price, among others. Once you finish entering this information, save the record using the Save button and leave the requisition in draft status, allowing for future modifications if necessary. If the requisition is ready, use the Complete button to complete the requisition. Once requisitions are created by any member of the organization in the requisition window, they are managed in the Manage Requisitions window in general by staff in charge of purchases. Here, the user can make changes to requisitions in draft status, search for suppliers, and enter purchase net unit prices and discounts when available. In this case, for example, we're adding a discount to the requisition. Once the requisition is ready, save the record with the Save button and use the button Complete to complete the requisition. Here, you can see the new status. This record can then be transformed into a purchase order by using the button Create Purchase Order in the toolbar. Apart from the Manage Requisitions window, there are two other windows to create purchase orders: Requisition to Order and Purchase Order. Through the Requisition to Order window, the completed requisitions can be directly transformed into purchase orders by selecting the required lines and including them in the order as shown here. The other option is to create a new record directly in the purchase order window. This is the option to choose if the process was not initiated by the creation of a requisition. Each new purchase order can be processed using the Book button. Also, in this window, the purchase orders already created are displayed. Warehouse staff also plays a crucial role in this process. They can locate goods using two windows: Goods Receipt and Pending Goods Receipts. With the Goods Receipt window, they look for the orders pending to be delivered one by one and then get corresponding order lines quantity located in a warehouse and storage bin. This is done by using the Create Lines From button. In the pop-up window, the user selects the corresponding information to move goods from a specific warehouse and storage bin. As shown here, the last step is completing the receipt using the Complete button. With the Pending Goods Receipt window, warehouse staff can massively select the purchase order lines being delivered and locate the quantity received in a warehouse and storage bin, as shown here. This is done following the steps on screen, where you select the corresponding lines, a certain warehouse and reception date. Then you process it and the receipt is ready. Last but not least, finance staff handles supplier invoices and payment processing. With the Goods Receipt window, finance staff can generate an invoice from a receipt using the button Generate Invoice from Receipt. With the Purchase Invoice window, finance staff can enter supplier invoices directly. Once the header is completed, the lines of the invoice can be entered manually, but it is more frequently done using the buttons Create Lines from Order or Create Lines from Receipt. In this case, the second is used to create the lines from a goods receipt. Once the lines are ready, the invoice is completed with the Complete button. Once an invoice is completed, as the one shown on screen, a payment plan is created based on agreed payment terms with the supplier. This information is found in the Payment Plan tab of the Purchase Invoice window. In addition to what we've covered, the user can always access detailed reports to track the procurement history in the Analysis Tools section. That concludes our tutorial on procurement management in Attendo. We've covered everything from creating requisitions to managing purchases, warehouse operations, and finance processes. We hope you found this tutorial helpful in optimizing your procurement workflows. For more information, visit the Attendo documentation below. See you in the next video.